Did you ever wonder what kind of relationship Clind had with Frederica? Well, I know you didn't, because Clind barely made it into a single frame in the entire anime. But believe it or not, they have a very interesting history. This is revealed in another little-known side novel. At the same time Subaru was facing Echidna's trials, Frederica and Petra were sharing a relaxing soak in the mansion's bath. While submerged in the steam, Petra asked Frederica if she had always been so perfect at her duties. Frederica let out a startled squeal that echoed through the room, then burst into a hearty laugh. She confessed that at Petra's age, she was actually terrible at her job. Petra couldn't believe that the flawless Frederica had once been a disastrous rookie, and she begged her to tell her more about that past. Seeing the girl's eyes sparkling with curiosity, Frederica agreed to tell her story. Petra wanted to know who Frederica's mentor was. The demi-human revealed it wasn't a maid, but the mansion's butler at the time, a man named Clind. Frederica described him as a perfect servant, but she dropped a terrifying warning. She assured Petra that Clind was a dangerous man, a pervert who looked at little girls with lecherous eyes. In other words, a total lolicon. Frederica recalled with bitterness how he had cared for her with great devotion at first. But the moment she started to develop physically, when she stopped being a child and began turning into a woman, Clind's attitude grew distant. Frederica even mentioned that when this happened, she thought she had made him angry and felt depressed, wondering what she had done wrong, until she found out about the butler's tastes. That betrayal turned her youthful affection into deep resentment. Indignant, Petra declared that she hated this Clind guy too. Later, Petra went to Frederica's room, admitting she was still a bit spooked by the loneliness of the large mansion. She mentioned she had checked the dining room to see if Beatrice had eaten the meal they left for her. A dish meant to be eaten cold, not hot, prepared that way on Subaru's orders since he knew Betty would sneak out to eat at midnight. Petra admitted she found it hard to call Subaru by his proper title. Frederica confessed that it also took her years to learn how to speak with proper decorum and revealed her most guarded secret. In her early days, while trying to imitate the lady who raised her, she ended up speaking in an absurdly old-fashioned way, referring to herself as a humble servant and using mortifying archaisms that she finds embarrassing today. Hearing the elegant Frederica recreate her past way of speaking with a joking tone, Petra burst out laughing, teasing her mentor's outdated language. Although Frederica tried to send her to bed to stop the noise, she couldn't help but smile at her apprentice's joy. Finally, both settled into bed, hoping Beatrice would have her dinner soon and that Petra could continue enjoying those happy days. Little Petra closed her eyes with one last wish in the depths of her heart, that this guy named Clind would catch a nasty cold for being so detestable. Unfortunately, Petra didn't know that Frederica hasn't fully forgotten all her feelings for Clind, and that would be revealed when they speak again after many years in a novel that takes place right after the events of the Sanctuary. But that's a story you don't know yet. Remember that I've started a cut content series on the channel.